Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this tutorial, I want to talk to you about creating your first template for Act Marketing Automation. Now, there's a couple things I want to tell you about this. Act Marketing Automation is evolving every single month, and it astounds me how sometimes I'll go into the software to do things and things have changed. It might just be subtle little changes, but things that were there once are not there. And I'm just going to tell you that right up front because you might come to this a month from now, 6 months from now, and some of these things have changed. So I tell you that up front because I want you to anticipate that there might be slight differences from what I'm saying today based on when you end up watching this video. And if you see those things, please point them out to me so I can make corrections. It'd be greatly appreciated. But today I want to talk to you about that very first template you're going to do. You want to send out your first email using Act Marketing Automation. So my focus is getting you prepared for that moment. Now, I think you can come at this a bunch of different ways, but a good starting point is your first template. The first template you do is going to be the most time-consuming template because I'm going to suggest to you that when you're doing it, don't think of it initially so much as the content you're going to put in, but just the general look and feel of the template so that we're going to use this template and create it with the knowledge that you're going to be able to use it again and again and again. So, as we prepare to create that template, there's some things you should get together before you start. One, you want to get your company logo, create a graphic file. Two, if you have any other graphics that you want to put into it, you should get that in there as well. Three, you want to think about the signature you put in there. In other words, mine would be Tony Holowitz, www.actclever.com with my phone number and different information like that. So that's what you normally have in an email signature. You also want to create some text. Now, I'm using some sample text, and I'll show you how you can do that. And I think for your first template, sample text is fine. Also, it gives you a way to get in and just sort of mess around with it a little bit and work with it. So, for just a moment, I'm going to minimize what I have here on the screen, and I'm going to show you that I have a folder right here called First AMA Template, and inside it, I have some things I'm going to use to create this information. Okay, so I've got the logos, I got a photograph, I've got some simple text in here that I'm going to use to embed. So get your text in there, and generally you're better off putting your text in like a text document instead of like Microsoft Word, because sometimes when you grab that from Microsoft Word, it brings some underlying code with it or stuff with it, formatting, and you don't want that. You just want clean, simple text without any formatting. I think you'll have a better experience working that way. So on that note, I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to go down into Act, and this is my Act Clever database. And I'm going to go over to the left-hand side and go down and click on Marketing Automation. Now, I'd mentioned in another tutorial, it's my preference to just log into the web version of Act so I can get in and work with this because the Act Marketing Automation is a website. You can view it through your cloud account or through your desktop account if you've set it up properly. So I'm going to come up here to where it says Email Templates. That's going to be my first step. I'm going to click on this. And up is a list of templates that I have in here. I can see this in either this view or what's called a list view. So at this point, I'm just going to leave it as this. I'm going to go up and click on Actions, and I'm going to go New Template. So the first thing you need to do is you need to decide on a template name. So I'm going to call it Sample Template 100. And the rest of the settings for now, I'm just going to leave. I urge you don't get too complicated with this. But at this point, just give it a name, something you're going to be able to find. Go down and click Create right now. And I'm going to create my first template. So it's called Sample Template 100. And this is it. So at this point, over on the right-hand side, you'll see I have some options that I can add. I can add text, an image, a button, some HTML code, some social icons, a divider, and a video even. I can add rows. So I can bring rows into this, and I have the option to come in and change some of the settings. So as a rule of thumb, I recommend that to start, you just work with a simple template such as this. I urge you to come in with the understanding that your first attempt at this, don't get in here and think, oh, I'm going to finish this right now. Get in here and mess around a little bit. Take some notes for yourself. Just understand the way things come in and the way you can drag things in. My name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you very much.